Though it is Palm Sunday today, but I want to take us to a little bit a different journey. Because of the situation that is going on in the world, I want to look back on the lives of people today where we are so busy that we don't have time to have proper food, to cook food. We have no time with family, we have no time for God, we have no time to read the scripture, we have no time to pray, we have no time to go to church. It seems like something is more important, the work or the money or our business or our things that we are busy with are more important than God Himself. Now, that takes me to a verse where it says in Psalms 46:10, "Be still and know that I am God." God says to His people, "Be still and know that I am God." He is still the God, and He is the God who has created all of us. He has made all of us, and everything that is under the sun is nothing new before God. And everything is in control by God. And our life itself is God. So He wants us to be reminded that He is still the God who created us, who made everything, and He is in control of everything. What God is demanding from all of us is to be still and to look up to Him and to be reminded that the most important thing in our life is God Himself. To give time to God, to worship and to meditate upon His Word and to live. In the midst of all these difficulties, pain and confusion of COVID-19, where even the world, the top leaders or the medicines, the scientists, the experts do not have a solution. They themselves feel hopeless. And where do we go at this point? What do we do at this point of time? For Christians, we are not to be taken away by the kind of life that the world is, the kind of things that the world is experiencing, or we should not be confused, we should not be put to a situation where we are helpless. We have a hope in God. And David says in Psalms 23, "The Lord is my shepherd." Now I want us to look into this properly, where we find something new this time. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for You are with me. Your rod and Your staff, they comfort me." Now, the third person in the first verses 1, 2, and 3, David says that the Lord, He, and that is the third person. The way he addresses God was in third person. But when it comes to the point where he is in trial or in difficulty or in darkness, and when he needed God most, he says, your rod and your staff, in second person. Who shows that even in the darkest hour, in the most difficult situation, or in the most horror situation, that is the time when God gets closer to us. We get closer to God. And He is there to walk with us. And if His rod and His staff, they comfort us, what is there to fear about? In Psalms 91, we find where the psalmist says, "He dwells in the secret place of the Most High, and shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom In him I will trust. Surely he shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the perilous pestilence. He shall cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you shall take refuge. His truth shall be your shield and buckler. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor by the arrow that flies by day, nor of the pestilence that walks in the darkness, nor of the destruction that lays waste at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your right side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near to you. This is what the psalmist says, and who can claim this? Who can claim that God will protect me? God will take care of me. God will, with his wings and feathers, he will cover me from all this pestilence and snares of the fowler. Now only those people who knows that he belongs to God and he's a child of God can claim this. Not everybody. Not every Christian. Not every Christian that goes to church. Not every Christian that gives tithe and offerings. Not every Christian who attend churches and then do all the rituals. No, it is only those people who knows that he has his relationship with God, personally accepted Christ, and he knows that he belongs to God, and God is his Father, God is his protector, defender, and he is a child of God. Psalms 118:8 says, it is better to trust God than to put confidence in man. And these people who put his trust, not on money, not on knowledge, not on somebody else, not on scientists, not on the experts, but it is to God. Who put his trust and who knows that God is his Father. He has a good relationship. He has had personal experience with Christ as his Lord and Savior. Can claim this. Not just because you are a Christian. Not because you are born Christian. Not because you have a membership in the church. Now I want to encourage every one of us. Many times we take things for granted. And we try to claim whatever is there in the Bible. Do you have the right to claim? Do you have that faith to claim? Do you have that relationship with God to claim? That is the question I want to pose to all of us at this point in time. God bless you.